Greetings everyone and welcome to The Ancients, a new turn-based survival strategy game released on June 5th on Steam. This is a sponsored video series by Camlan Games and I'd like to show you hands-on gameplay. The game makes a strategy with survival elements where you lead a prehistoric clan on a quest to survive the wilderness, research technology, build settlements and ultimately prosper. Don't forget to check out the game on Steam, the link is in the video description. Now before we dive into the game itself, let's just have a quick look at the game modes that we have available right now. We have a very extensive tutorial that shows you the basics of this game. It's actually divided into basic tutorial and advanced tutorial, so feel free to check it out because the game actually has some mechanics that you probably haven't seen in other games yet, and this makes the whole thing very interesting but also a bit complex, of course, to understand at first. Then we have the new game mode where we have two game modes available: the campaign that shows you a bit of a quest and story of your clan to prosper, and also the sandbox mode where you're basically being thrown into a randomly generated map to survive and build up your clan. For this we are going to start with the campaign, have a look at the story and also enjoy the game just like that. Let's get cracking, shall we? Alrighty, and here we are for the tribe. We've survived the winter and it was harsh, but we managed to survive even in these circumstances. Now we have survived, we need to gather up and find ourselves food, equipment and a better place to live for the tribe. Now we're starting here with some 4 tribesmen right now, and we are also in spring, so the game also has a seasonal system, right? And of course we always need to prepare for that very first winter. Currently it's raining, so we have some water at hand, though the hunger will grow now over time. We do have, as we can see, a bit of fuel still left for a first campfire. We also have a bit of food with us, but this is going to degrade rather quickly, and we also have 1 research point right now that allows us to unlock new tech. Also for tribesmen, some 20 wood we have, nothing else, so a bit of meat perhaps, and that's about it. We are starting down here on the map. A quite big map this one is, and yeah, we need to get cracking on that very first exploration. So let's move a turn up to find us some new tiles. And we were trying to live off of crumbs while winter circumstances have changed. We need more food to gather strength and more materials to craft weapons. Over this we have that surrounding area. We have an ostrich over there, and we also have fruits over here. Mongongo they're called, and it's 30 in there. Also over there we have some water, but that is something we don't really need right now. So gather 25. Food is basically my first option. Let's actually move up a bit further, and then we're out of action points for this turn, right? And we can see there's more huntable animals over there, and then also more here. So let's actually end the turn for now. And as we can see, they're moving around, so we need to be on our toes here. So let's actually go into this territory there. There's the animal and also the foliage, right? And we can now go in and actually hunt the ostrich. And as we can see, we're doing a bit of damage. It takes an action point from us, so I need to end the turn here once more, and then we can continue with the hunting. And I have 2 action points, so we should be able to kill it. Perfect. There you go. And now we can then also gather meat. So this is a nice tile for us to end right now, because we have plenty of food here. So let's gather the meat. And I think we can actually gather it 2 times and probably even further. So let's end the turn and gather even more. There you go. And now we can also gather vegetables. We should be doing this to have a healthy supply of different resources. Next up, we need to gather some wood. Actually, let's gather and go ahead and gather food for 2 more turns. There you go. Because I really want to stockpile up a bit. And then we can continue onwards again. Mushrooms. High chance of thickening, so let's not do this. We have found a cave. This offers us some protection actually, but there is no wood around it, right? So we still have that problem that we need to find trees, more animals. There it is, very good. We have found a forest, so I can go in here now and gather me some wood. As we can see though, my food depletes quickly, so what I could do is I could reduce the rations right now to half rations. This decreases the security feeling of my clan, but is also going to decrease the consumption of food. That's actually pretty valuable right now. And with that, we have more turns available again. We've seen a group of people which were collecting some meat and hide from a leftover animal carcass. They were looking very similar, yet a little different compared to us. Let's keep an eye out on them. Down there they are. And I would like to continue and gather me some wood. There you go. And I think we need to do it one more time. We're 38 now. 42. And with that we have all the wood that we need. And since we have enough to sustain our needs for some time, we can explore the perimeter to find what we have around us. Scouting time it is. And yeah, we can go up all the way here to the mushrooms and the ostrich. There's also flint over there. This might be handy. More vegetables. We also gained another research point. And I think the game wants us to get up here for now. So let's continue. There's also, lucky enough, something to collect food. So let's actually also do this since we're a bit low on that again. And tribemen may die in the next turn. But they're not, because we have gathered enough food again, right? Also, we need water. Oh, yes. But it's raining, so this is helping out again. So with rain, we don't need to care about water too much. Let's gather some more food again. So we have 11 turns of food. And we should always very closely monitor, of course, our parameters over here. So thirst is at 40. It should go up again since it's raining. And let's continue up here. There's water. Perfect. Another cave. Bit more wood. And Kondoa. Kondoa is a group of cave sites situated near the upper center of Tanzania. The significance of this rock cave is that it stores many paintings of the shelters in that area. The interesting fact about this site is that these paintings can vary from 2 centuries ago to 30 to 40,000 years. This indicates that many ancient hunter-gatherer tribes and more recent tribes continue to live around the area. And we have found a new friend here. We can also gather more resources, or we can take the spears. Let's actually take a new tribesman. And with that, we're growing a bit, right? And we can also check this out in my tribe overview, where we have now 5 people. And we can see them settling around the campfire here, right? And Kork, Yandi, Staga, Sendil, and Gitgik we have right now. None of them is sick. That's also very important. And what's also important is that all of them have different strengths and weaknesses that we'll need to explore as well down the road. Now let's move up. There's a bit of water again. And there's a new production ideas for survivability and comfort, since we have much more understanding of what we need in wild and what can be made with materials that we have gathered. So now I need to research wooden spears. We have the wood here, the flint. Let's go actually in and have a look at my crafting tree, right? So we haven't found anything yet, but I should be able to use some of my materials that we have. We have 47 wood. Before we do that, however, we need to make camp. So let's actually end the turn and get to a... We have water here, right? So of course we should stay where we have different types of things here. We can... Before we actually go into crafting, I would really like to find me a tile where we have some stuff available. We can hunt these animals here for more food. Let's do this. Killed the first one. There's also leather here, by the way, that we can use. There you go. Also hunted the second one now. Gather some food there again. Going to take us a while. Unfortunately, it's not a lot of meat. Temperatures drop a little. It's autumn now. And there's also a bit of leather now that we can gather here. There you go. More leather it is. We need to find a cave. Preferably. Unfortunately, we're a bit unlucky here. It was much more comfortable down in this area. Not very lucky right now. We need to have the camp near a water source, of course. Otherwise, there's no use in any of that. Also, predators. These are very dangerous, so they will attack us. And yeah, there is a predator attack. And take defensive positions, make counterattack plans, run away. And this is also interesting. It actually shifts my freedom authoritarian slider. And here we have 10% chance that hunting efficiency goes up. I actually take defensive positions. And continue moving. Oh, come on. There's no water anywhere. The tension is rising because we really need that. There's water, there's wood, there's food. This looks like a very good location to set up camp. Okay, let's actually move back a bit again, where we do have some water and wood as well. Alright, so let's make camp. Our first camp now, really. There is also the cave, of course, that we found a bit of time ago, right? Unfortunately, I will not go back to this because there was no fresh water source and we really need that. So with this, we have now camp, and in a camp you can actually have additional actions now that we can undo, and one of them is actually unlocking us new recipes, and we can actually use wood for this, right, to research us something, and that is a wooden spear. There you go, and it gives me some attack damage and also a huge boost to hunting efficiency, so 50% in addition there. We could endlessly craft it. This would though cost a lot of wood, and we do need wood as well for fire making, so I'm actually going to be very careful about this, and let's rather just research them all manually right now. Now there's my tribe, right? And the very cool thing now is all of them have different strengths, as I already said, and some of them are better things. So we can look up here the crafting skill, for example, and I can see that Suzu has a 4.2 on that level. 4.8 Itzna has, so she's way better than anyone else, right? The other ones are at 1, 1, 1.2. And that means that she's really good at this. It takes her 2 turns to craft a wooden spear, and we can equip this then. Actually, let's increase the amount. Can I do this right now? Keep crafting. Not endlessly though, but we have 5 people, so 5 wooden spears I would like to craft, right? This is going to take a while now, because obviously that's a lot of crafting. Now, the other thing is that we have our surrounding area, as we can see, in the gather tree. And this tree is really available once you start the camp, right? Then we can start building stuff. Unfortunately, we haven't found anything yet, but also gathering. And we have wood and flint in the surrounding area. That's here and that's here. The water source is fine for us. Food-wise, we can survive another 7 turns, so this will also be fine. Plus, we already know where there's food, so I can gather this again. So I can go in now and gather me some wood, right? So the other ones that are idle, basically, they're now going out there and gather me something. Cooking, gather. There it is, gather 2.4200. So let's actually get cork on wood gathering. And yeah, let's also have someone on flint. Why not? Right, and it's going to be Chihuahua. There you go. And then we also need someone that guards it. And that's probably then here Suzu, because he's actually good with hunting and fighting. So that would be his turn. And with that, we have now set up basically the infrastructure of my camp, right? So everybody has a job, and we can actually end this turn. So they're all doing now something. And as we can see, wood is being collected, 5 per turn, and we consume 3 per turn, because of course the campfire requires wood. Flint, no idea what we need that for yet, so we're just going to wait it out. Let's do it again. Wood is being collected and consumed. We're down to 5 food right now, and we should already have some spears now. Do we? Yes, we have spears, and I can 1. So let's wait it out another turn. So now we have 2 spears. Yep, let's actually craft another one. We need to be careful though about food now, right? We have 3 now, that's fine. So I'm going to equip now 3 people with those spears, so that we have some weapons to protect ourselves. And yet, let's actually leave the campsite, because we have gathered more wood, and also we have crafted us a few resources. We really need some food now. There would be wolves, wild animals, and we can make the counterattack now, because I'm fully determined to actually kill them. Oh, and we actually lost someone there now. That's how easy you can lose someone. They're extremely dangerous. Alright, we are dying like flies to these guys. That's the problem, and we've already lost to this single pack of wolves. That's how easy you can die, actually. So there we are again at the same point of the game, and we crafted some spears, right? And I'm now on the way to find more food again. Also, we need to research a primitive shelter. I would like to really take a safe spot here, though. Perfect. This is looking like a very good spot because we have water, wood, and food in the surrounding area. So let's actually set up camp here again. Oh, we need to wait another turn. So there we are again, the jolly band. And in this case here, let's just once again assign them to their task. So we have the wooden spear that is being crafted now. For gathering, someone definitely will need to gather me some food. So Susander, off you go for this, right? We also have mushrooms, but mushrooms is problematic because you need to cook them before you can eat them. So I'd rather go with vegetables. There's 30 that we can collect here, so actually speed this up by assigning us someone else to this. So Bullway, there you go as well, right? Guarding, let's have one with guarding that is not good at anything else. I don't know, she's heavily wounded right now. Oh no, she needs to rest, sorry, right? She needs to rest. Let's actually have Celsin on this. For crafting, we need to find now some additional recipes here that we could use. That's the spear again, right? But we might also find us something else if I use something like flint. Because I definitely do want to get me some shelter somehow. Also, we need more wood again. So let's also gather wood. There you go. So Itotia, you're going to do this. And one of them is going to also collect me some flint. Because we might actually find something out of that. Let's actually end the turn. And as you can see, we can actually stay here for a while now, right? Because everything is being collected. We also have the water, a perfect spot indeed. And there you can see it also, gather mushrooms. This action has food poisoning risk. Should be careful about that. Unfortunately, the vegetables are already depleted again, so not that much more I can do. So I might as well just pack it up once more and actually move over here. Oh, yes. Wood, more mushrooms, water, and also a cave. And a cave also gives me lots of protection. The temperatures drop a bit, so in that cave we can survive a little bit longer because it's warmer. And we also have a bit of security. There's still the food poisoning risk, but since we have a campfire, I might actually still try to get them and also cook them, right? So let's actually assign someone to that, while we also continue with, oops, a bit of mushroom collection there. Wood is the most important thing, really, beside food, so we really need to get lots of that. Alright, also what I can see, she's only lightly wounded now, so also already recovering from this. They do this automatically when resting at a campfire, right? So I don't need to do anything else here. We don't have any bandages so far. Now, I cannot do anything else here at the moment in the crafting menu. That's because we need to research new tech. We do have 14 research points, so this is something I will tackle then right away. Let's actually end the turn for now, gather the food, and let's just see what happens with that food. Can we actually cook it now, please? Could I mix it? No, there's no new recipe coming out of this, unfortunately. So lots of exploration we'll still need to do, and probably then also some more. And yes, I think this is as good a spot as any to take a break right now. We are in this cave, we are protected from all sides. We have fresh water, food, and also a bit of wood. We can also have a look at our direct statistics here of what my clan is consisting right now. So we can see, for example, my total gathering efficiency is only at 1. So this is something we probably will need to pump out there somehow. We also have an average hunting skill of only 2. What we're really good at though is my average attack damage right now, thanks to my spears. So this is something where I really want to push a few more spears out per turn right now, because basically we can take more, we can put out more damage, right, and kill prey quickly, because they're actually going to attack us then as well from time to time. We have 6 right now. We're camping. Water is fine. Food is fine. What is not so fine is security value. So the weakest tribesman security value is 24. That's my wounded one. So this hopefully goes up again once this one is recovering from the campfire. So I'm going to wait out a few more turns. And then we see each other again in the next episode, exploring the policy and the research mechanics. And if you enjoy this game, don't forget to check out the link in the video description to the Steam store page to find out more about the ancients. So far so good. Onwards to the next turns.